Lepelle Northern Water Board primarily provides bulk water services to water service institutions and industries in the Mopani, Sekhukhune, Capricorn and Mogalakwena municipalities. At Lepelle Northern Water, we are committed to ensuring employees, visitors and contractors are safe and protected from hazards during their time at our plants. This is done through the implementation of safety, health and environmental, or SHE, rules and regulations. These have been formulated in accordance with the Occupational Health and Safety Act, the National Environmental Management Act and other applicable legislation and standards. We are also committed to keeping our natural and working environments safe and free from pollution and degradation, and have put preventative and control measures into practice to ensure we preserve our environment and keep our employees, contractors and visitors safe at the same time. We ask that you pay careful attention during the next 20 minutes of this safety induction presentation and help us to create a safe and happy work environment. While on site, you will notice signs that will help you to keep the workplace safe. These signs are divided into 5 groups. Mandatory signs show something that must be complied with, such as what personal protective equipment should be worn while performing a work task. Prohibitory signs show actions that are not permitted, such as no unauthorized entry to a hazardous area. Fire equipment signs indicate personal protective equipment and clothing, or PPE and PPC, is supplied to ensure a person is protected from hazards and injuries to their eyesight, hearing, lungs, etc. while performing their work. Apart from the obvious, like steel-capped safety boots protecting you from physical injury or eye protection to protect you from foreign objects injuring your eyes, other PPE and PPC is employed to protect you from the lead. Remember that some specific jobs require special PPE and PPC. Always be aware of the mandatory signage showing you what the required PPE and PPC is for the job you are performing before you start the job. Some of it is highly specialized. Permits are required for work that requires a lockout, work that needs to be done in a confined space, if scaffolding is to be used, or if you are going to be working at height. The permits can only be issued by the superintendent. Inspect ladders before and after use for defects. Make sure that the ladder is stable and correctly anchored, and if you need to use an extension ladder, make sure that the ladder is secured against something. When working near water, be aware of the signage around you and the location of PPE. If you need to lift heavy objects, take careful note that you use the correct crane for the job you are performing. Taking note of the weight of the object being lifted will know what is expected of them during a real crisis. During a drill or in an emergency, visitors must be shown to the correct assembly point. One of the emergency procedures that are practiced is confined space rescue. Specialized equipment and training is... Waste generated by Lepelle Northern Water must be separated into the relevant groups and disposed of in the correct dustbins and collected or delivered to the authorized landfill site. Recyclable materials emanating from operations should be disposed of in proper storage containers provided on site. Hazardous waste, which includes things like oil, fluorescent tubes and printer necessary, and alien vegetation should be controlled where possible. At Lepelle Northern Water Board, we approach safety, health and our environment holistically. But your safety is our top priority. An unsafe workplace is a thing of the past. We pay careful attention to those aspects that make your workplace a safe place. Thank you for paying attention during this video presentation and for helping to make Lepelle Northern Water plants a safe environment for all.